A bizarre story out of Colorado Springs that has a lot of you talking.
A 7-Eleven store is all boarded up tonight after a commercial flatbed truck tore through the front of the building. But for some, that's not the most surprising part of the story. Despite the extensive damage and the men who fled the scene, it took Colorado Springs police 2 hours to arrive. We're asking why.
KRDO News Channel 13's Mekialaya is live outside that 7-Eleven on Shasta Drive. And Mekialaya, you talked to police about how they prioritize calls and why it took officers so long to get to this particular crash.
That's right, Barton, Heather. CSPD has a specific system to monitor calls like the one that came in here last night and left all. And with limited resources, police say they have to prioritize those calls.
Scattered debris left behind after a truck barreled through the front of this store. Lawrence Martinez saw it happen.
I was stunned. Never have I seen a situation like that in person.
3 men immediately hopped out and ran away from the scene after the crash. Police say the flatbed was reported stolen.
It was bizarre, especially for them to steal that kind of a truck.
But it took 2 hours for police to arrive on scene.
I know that can be so frustrating for our community. We want an officer there now.
Lieutenant Howard Black says there are 683 officers employed with the department right now, but those resources are often bogged down by a large number of 911 calls.
In 2016, the Colorado Springs Police Department's Communications Center received 660,000 calls into that center.
This is Angela. Can I help you?
So when calls come in, they're ranked by importance.
We prioritize our calls from priority 1s to priority 6s. Our priority 1 calls for service, those are our most dangerous, in-progress person crimes. That could be a shooting which is occurring, an active gunman.
Black says this particular call just wasn't as urgent.
That would be more in that priority 3 or priority 4. There is no imminent risk to people.
Martinez isn't surprised by the delay, especially with the amount of crime he sees on these streets.
They are getting quite busy with the situations, especially this side of town.
And the incident is still under investigation. We'll be sure to keep you updated on what we learn. Live in Colorado Springs, Mekialaya, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Mekialaya, thanks. We learned today the man accused of killing a Denver transit officer was previously reported to Homeland Security by his own religious leaders. Police say 36